Alright everybody, welcome back to the Cinematic Fanatics YouTube channel, and today we're doing our second trailer reaction for Rogue One, a Star Wars story. And if you couldn't tell, I'm a gigantic Star Wars fan. I almost did this review wearing that Darth Vader helmet, but you know, just for the sake, you probably couldn't hear me why I didn't do it, but I was thinking about it. But I can't wait to get into this. I have been waiting all day to do this trailer reaction because I wanted really to share it with you guys and share it on the channel, so I can't wait to get into it. But before we do, I just kind of wanted to give a little prefix into where this movie fits into the Star Wars storyline, because you know, most people just go into this thinking, you know, this is probably a sequel to Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it's not. This is one of the anthology films. Lucasfilm did say they were going to make standalone Star Wars movies on top of the episodes that we're used to seeing. So we'll still get episode 8, episode 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to make these things forever. But these anthology films, much like the Han Solo one that they have planned, are standalone movies. They're just one-shot movies, going to tell one Star Wars story and then they're done with it. So this one tells the story of how the rebels actually came into possession of the plans of the Death Star, which helps them a lot in the episode 4 A New Hope in taking down the Death Star with that perfectly dangerous tunnel that leads right to the reactor that somebody should have covered with plywood like Stewie said on Family Guy, but that's neither here nor there. I still love the movie. It's fantastic. But that's where this is taking place. Now, I should say that's probably not all they're going to do with this movie, because they're in the Star Wars playground. There's plenty of toys in there. They don't have to just stick to this story. They could drop Easter eggs, and they could potentially set up things for future movies by kind of hinting at them here, because just because they didn't show up in 4, 5, and 6, or even in Force Awakens, doesn't mean that stuff can't happen that would play into future movies. That galaxy is vast, and the stories that they could tell is endless, and that's what I love about Star Wars. There's something for everybody. I'm really excited to watch this trailer with you guys, so let's waste no more time and let's just get right into it. Alright, let's see it. Oh, they're already tickling that song. Tugging at the heartstrings.
Forgery of Imperial documents.
That's definitely the rebel base. You gotta love that.
Aggravated assault, resisting arrest.
On your own from the age of 50.
Is that Mon Mothma?
Aggressive and undisciplined.
This is a rebellion, isn't it?
That chick's kicking ass.
I rebel.
Naturally, rebels are. It is Mon Mothma. Man, they got an actress that looks just like the original actress. Man, that's good casting. Oh, the Star Destroyer. Getting goosebumps.
We need to know what
and the Death Star. Ah, they're loading the satellite dish on there.
Is that clear?
Alright, she's got her mission. Alright, let's see where they're going with this. December. Oh my god, it's like a lifetime away. Ooh, who's this guy? Forrest Whitaker. Oh my god, I love him as an actor. He's awesome. He's in this. Did you see that awesome Stormtrooper helmet?
What will you do if they break you?
And that dude just whooped all their asses.
If you continue to fight.
It's like Saving Private Ryan in the Star Wars universe. This thing looks awesome.
What will you become?
Look at the way the lights show up. Oh my god, the practical effects in this trailer freaking sick. Disney, take all my money. Take all my money. I'm gonna have to sell half of this stuff just to see it as many times I'm gonna see this thing in theaters. That looked insanely awesome. Alright, now that we've watched the trailer, I got some thoughts I want to kind of get into about the movie. First and foremost, you heard me say it during the reaction, Mon Mothma, which is that redheaded lady. She's actually one of the, I want to say like the political leaders in the rebellion. And they got an actress who looks just like the original, which looks amazing. It's like you could almost argue she's just a younger version of the character they've shown before in the original trilogy. And I love that. Another thing to really note is it seems like Disney and Lucasfilm is really giving a push to like strong female characters in their movies. I mean, they did it with Rey in The Force Awakens, and I thought her character was amazing. I loved her character. I actually kind of liked the fact that she was the one who turned out to be the Jedi, and Finn wasn't. I still love Finn. I mean, he could turn out to be a Jedi eventually, and that would be awesome too. I'm just saying, in the movie, I just like how that played out. So I really like how it looks like this chick who, I think her name is Jin, how she shows up in the trailer, and she looks like she's going to be that strong female lead again. I really like how they're doing this, so I'm really excited for that. Another thing, the practical effects in this. You know, J.J. Abrams in the Star Wars The Force Awakens really made a push to make practical sets as much as he could. Obviously, you still have to do CGI for certain things. Nobody really has a Millennium Falcon that can just fly around like that. They did build one for the set to walk in and stuff like that, but as far as flying it, they can't do that. So you have to go to CGI eventually. But always using that just to tell the story you could not build yourself, and JJ was very big on practical effects, and it looks like this movie is kind of following that trend, which I'm in love with. Like the way the sets, it looks like it literally was ripped out of Star Wars A New Hope. The way the sets were constructed, you see the walkers just tearing up those things, just the AT-ATs just shooting the hell out of the beach. And like I said, it looks like Saving Private Ryan Star Wars edition. And that alone is just like a geek's fantasy. And it looks like so far, I mean, they could show it in future trailers that there's no Jedi. I mean, obviously Vader is going to be in this movie, and I'm sure they're saving him for future trailers, which I have no problem with. It's a lot, like, at least I'll give this. Disney and Marvel, which are the same company, I'm just saying in general, the way they construct their trailers, they always give you just enough to get you excited, but not too much that they spoil the movie, and I really appreciate that. Much like with Captain America Civil War, how they only kind of introduced Spider-Man at the very end, but that was on the second trailer for Captain America Civil War. Like, we don't get a whole lot of Spider-Man, but you know he's in there. So I'm sure eventually they're going to introduce Darth Vader, because he's got to be in this, because he exists in this universe. Are they going to bring back Hayden Christensen to play like a younger Vader? I mean, I wouldn't mind that. I'm not a hater of his particular character in the prequels, but I know some people don't like it, and that's okay. But ultimately, he'd be in the suit anyway. Or they can just use, the standard James Earl Jones voiceover, and I would be totally fine with that. I can't wait to see Vader in this movie, because I'd like to see them kind of show Vader in a point in his life where he's still kind of figuring out where he is in the dark side. And I think that would be really intriguing to show, on top of all the great things they're going to be doing as far as getting the Death Star plans and everything like that. I mean, there might even be firefights in the air again with X-Wings. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. I can't wait to see what comes out next for this movie. I'll tell you one thing that kind of got me. I kind of laughed at it, and maybe I didn't show it enough. That line that she says in the movie, she's like, "I'm a rebel. I rebel." And that was a little too on the nose for me, but ultimately I liked it. I mean, it's fine. It's just some of those lines are a little cheesy, but it is what it is. I'm really interested to see how Forrest Whitaker kind of plays, what role he's got in the movie. I'm going to have to look into that, and maybe I'll do a future video the next time they do a trailer as to who he's playing, because I didn't really look into that. But I'm really interested to see where that character goes, because I love him as an actor, and I think he'll bring a lot to whatever they assigned him to. Like I said, I'm really excited for this movie. If you couldn't tell, I'm a big Star Wars fan. Like I said, I even got the Han Solo tattoo, and my woman's got the other one on her. She's got the I love you, so we're the Han Solo and Leia. I'm really excited for this movie. I can't wait. I'm probably going to see it like 6-7 times in theaters, which means I got a lot of work to do to make up the money to go do that. But in the meantime, if you liked this video and you liked our reaction, please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought, but please, more importantly, subscribe to the channel for our future trailer reactions, our movie reviews that are coming up, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later.